Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the back side of this paper. We talked about the lab safety guide today during our live session, but on the back side, we've got lab emergency equipment. So the first one I want to talk to you about is the eye wash station. So this right here, I don't know if you can see it all. This is our lab shower and our eye wash station. So if you have something in your eye, we would come over to this right here and see this paddle. If I push on it, water's going to come out of there. I'm going to show you real quick. It's going to make a mess, but okay, I was real fast. So if we got something spilled in our eye, we would push that little paddle and we put our face right over there and it would wash out any kind of contaminants in our eye. So that's what the eye wash station is used for. The lab shower, if we needed to turn it on, I don't know, can you see that? So this is where the water is going to come out, and this handle right here is how we would turn it on. So we would pull this handle down, and a whole bunch of water is going to fall down. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't want my computer to get all wet. But the lab shower is used to flood an individual's body in order to dilute a chemical spill or to extinguish a clothing or hair fire. Um, they're operated by pulling that chain over there. Let's see. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you about is a fire blanket. So right here on the wall in the lab, we have a fire blanket. So in here, this is the blanket. Okay, so I'm going to get it out and I'm going to walk around here. So this thing, I don't know if you can see it very well. It's kind of fuzzy. It reminds me a little bit of like a wool blanket. It's a little scratchy. I don't think I'd want to sleep with it. But what we would use this fire blanket for is to smother a fire like on a tabletop. So if we had a fire on our table, we would get our fire blanket, throw it over the table, and then we pat it down, put the fire out. So we could also use that fire blanket to smother a fire in a trash can. If we had a trash can that was on fire, we put the blanket over the trash can and it would put the fire out. We could also use that blanket to wrap around a person. So if my clothing was on fire, someone could get this blanket while I'm rolling. We stop, drop, and roll. We could put that blanket over top of them and it would help smother that fire out. Okay, here's the thing. We've got a fire extinguisher, and this fire extinguisher is going to do something different than that fire blanket does. So a fire extinguisher is used to put out small chemical fires or a small paper fire. That's different than what that fire blanket does, and you're going to have to remember this. We've got a couple questions below that can tell you. So when you get there, if you're not sure, you can come back and watch this video again. The blanket is going to smother a fire on a table, or you can wrap it around a person's body or in a trash can. This is going to put out a small chemical fire. Okay, so remember the difference there. Okay, so now let's talk about some safety charts. So this behind me, I think it might look funny for you. It says fire extinguisher and it's on the wall right here. I'm going to take a walk. Okay, we're back in this corner over here by my shower, and I don't know if you can tell or you can read them right. They're looking backwards for me. But this sign right here, this is a safety chart, and it says fire blanket. So it's telling you where the fire blanket is located. It's also written on this box. Right here, we've got an emergency gas shutoff valve. It's this big red button. So if we had a problem, we need to shut everything down, we push that big red button, and we know that because that chart right there. Right here is a safety chart that says eye wash station. Here's another one that says emergency shower. So all of these things are safety charts. Okay, so right here, this is my UV box. So anytime we use safety goggles in the lab, whenever we're done, I'm going to put them in this box. And this, when I turn it on, shines a UV light on the goggles, and that UV light kills all the germs that are on them. So this is like a sanitizing box. So here's a pair of goggles. Now the kids had them on in class earlier today, but I've sanitized them already. So we would put these on, and these would protect your eyes during lab. So these are very important. You would use these safety goggles to protect your eyes, just like what the lab safety rule said. Always wear goggles whenever you're dealing with heat, glass, or chemicals. And last but not least on our list is the first aid kit. So my first aid kit is what we're going to use if you get a small cut or a scrape. Really the only thing that I have in my first aid kit is Band-Aids. So if you have anything more serious wrong with you than a Band-Aid, I'm going to send you down to the nurse. Okay? I hope if you have any questions on any of these things, feel free to email me, or you can maybe do a chat with me. Either way, y'all are amazing. It was really good seeing you today. Bye.